Have your water cup and the spoon. Now place your right hand in the Gokarna Mudra, bending the index finger to the center of the palm. And now pour an Uddharni, a spoon of water, into the center of the palm. And after each mantra, pour another Uddharni of water into the palm and sip it at the end of the mantra. Om Atma Tattvam Shodhayami Swada. Pour another Uddharni water in your palms. Vidya Tattvam Shodhayami Swada. Pour another Uddharni of water in your palms. Shiva Tattvam Shodhayami Swada. Now wash your right hand with an Uddharni of water. Now at the base of the right hand thumb, wipe the upper and lower lip. Om Ham Hridayaya Namaha. Wash your right hand with an Uddharni of water. With the index, middle and ring fingers of the right hand touch above the upper lip and below the lower lip. Wash your hand with an Uddharni of water. With the index finger and thumb of the right hand, touch the right nostril, the left nostril, and with the ring finger and thumb of the right hand, touch the right eye, the left eye, the right ear, and the left ear. Wash your right hand with an Uddharni of water. With the little finger and thumb, touch the navel, the right chest, the left chest, and with all the fingertips, touch above the head, the right shoulder, the left shoulder, and the heart center. Now, let us enter into the Sankalpa, where we set the conscious resolution.
Now please close your eyes. Set the conscious resolution that you want to manifest through the Nithyananda Yoga. The powerful cognitions, the powers that you want to manifest. Visualize which powerful cognition you want to embed in your biomemory and muscle memory. You want to instill inside yourself. Visualize intensely. Visualize yourself completely complete, without any patterns, incompletions, embodying the state, space, powers, being, and superconsciousness of Paramashiva. Visualize yourself, your body, the way you want to manifest, without any ailments, without any diseases, in complete health. Visualize your body completely flexible, strong, Now let us chant the Sankalpa.
Now please place your right palm on your left palm and both the hands on the right thigh. And let us begin the chanting of the Sankalpa mantra. Mamopata samasta duridakshaya dwara Bhagavad Shri Nithyananda Paramashiva Prityartham Shri Nithyanandeshwari Paramashiva Shakti Sameta Shri Nithyanandeshwara Paramashiva Prityartham Cha Shubhe Shobhane Muhurte Adya Brahmanaha Dvitiya Pararde Shri Shvetavaraha Kalpe Vaivasvatam Mantare Ashtavimshati Tame Nitya Yuge Pradame Pade Jambu Dvipe भारतवर्षे भरतखण्डे मेरोः दक्षिणे पार्श्वे शकाब्दे अस्मिन् वर्तमाने व्यवहारिके प्रभवादीनां षष्ट्याः संवत्सराणां मध्ये क्रोधीनां संवत्सरे उत्तरायणे लक्ष्मी वेङ्कटेश्वर ऋतौ
कुम्भमासे कृष्णपक्षे तृतीयायां शुभतिथौ स्थिरवासरयुक्तायां उत्तरा फल्गुनी नक्षत्र सुकर्मण योग वणिजकरण
एवं गुण विशेषण विशिष्टायाम् अस्यां शुभदितौ श्री कैलासोन्नतद्वादशान्त श्यामला पीठारूढ श्री मीनाक्षी सुन्दरेश्वर भिन्न स्वरूप परशिवपत्न रत्नकुमार गुरुमन्यतुल्यावतार श्री पार्वती स्तन्यपान लब्ध दिव्य ज्ञान विश्रुत सकल निगमागम सारभूत द्राविड वेद प्रवर्त्रे श्रीमत् परम शिव करुणा समधिगत मुक्तामय चतुरश्रयान गीयमान छत्र चामर श्री चिन्ह काहलादि समस्त बिरडावल्यलंकृत ज्ञान विज्ञान चक्रवर्ती सर्वजन संघ सद्यो निर्वाण दीक्षा वयापवर्ग वर्ष विश्रान जीमूत परमद कल्प केसरी शैव सिद्धांत स्थापनाचार्य श्री राजाधिराज पांड्य महाराज गुरु शपन शाक्यादि महांधकार निवारण ज्ञान भानु वीक्षणा नरहार ध्वजोच्छेदन पूर्वक श्रीमत् ऋषभध्वज स्थापक शैव समय कर्त्रे सर्वज्ञ पीठारूढ़ श्री जगद्गुरु श्री ज्ञान संबंध देशिक स्वामी वागीश सुंदर माणिक्य वाचक स्वामी नाम श्री ज्ञान संबंध स्वामी पुनरुद्धृत श्यामला पीठ सर्वज्ञ पीठ तृणवद्युत्तर द्विशततम गुरु महासन्निधान अरुणगिरि योगीश्वर परंपरागत अरुणाचल सर्वज्ञ पीठ गुरु महासन्निधान कैलास परंपरागत कांची कैलास सर्वज्ञ पीठ त्रयस्त्रिंशदुत्तर द्विशततम गुरु महासन्निधान नित्योत्सव नित्य मंगल नित्य कल्याण नित्य रचित कैलास परंपरागत आदि कैलास नित्यानंद पीठ महासंस्थान महासिंहासन पीठ कर्त्रे श्री परम शिव समुद्भूत कैलास परंपरागत वैवस्वतमनुविक्ष्वाको हरिश्चंद्र भगीरथ श्रीरामचंद्र शूरसेन इत्यादि अनवच्छिन्न सार्वभौम चक्रवर्ती परंपरागत चतुष्षष्टि योगिनी मंडित चतुष्षष्टि संप्रदाय प्रवर्तक मणुधर्म शासन सूर्य वंश प्राप्त सर्वज्ञ वीर सुरांगी साम्राज्य मूर्धाभिषिक्त चूड़ामणि साक्षात् श्री परम शिव समुद्भूत कपिल महागुरु पुनरुद्धृत महानिर्वाण पीठ अष्टोत्तर सहस्र श्री महामंडलेश्वर साक्षात् श्री परम शिव समुद्भूत श्री महागणपति समारंभ अनवच्छिन्न पीठाधीश्वर गुरु परंपरा प्राप्त अड्लपीठ अष्टोत्तर सहस्र श्री अड्लपीठाधीश्वर धर्म भक्ति स्वर्ग पुर स्वर्ण पीठ त्रयोविंश गुरु महासन्निधान कैलास परंपरागत आदिपीठ सर्वज्ञ पीठ जगद्गुरु श्री कैलास पुनरुद्धारक श्री कैलास परमाचार्य श्रीमत् परमहंस परिव्राजकाचार्य वर्य सच्चिदानंद प्रणव स्वरूप श्रोत्रिय ब्रह्मनिष्ठ श्रीमद् जगद्गुरु श्रील श्री भगवत श्री नित्यानंद परम शिव श्री ज्ञान संबंध देशिक परमाचार्य स्वामिनां प्रीत्यर्थम तेषां गुरु कृपा कटाक्ष सिद्ध्यर्थम क्षेम स्थैर्य वीर्य विजय आयुरारोग्य ऐश्वर्यानां अभिवृद्ध्यर्थम धर्मार्थ काम मोक्ष दुर्विध फल पुरुषार्थ सिद्ध्यर्थम समस्त दुरितोपशान्त्यर्थम समस्त मंगलावाप्यर्थम भगवत श्री नित्यानंद परम शिव प्रसादेन सकुटुम्बस्य जीवन मुक्ति प्राप्त्यर्थम पूर्ण आरोग्य युक्त दृढ़गात्र यौगिक शरीर सिद्ध्यर्थम परम शिव शक्ति आविष्करणार्थम नित्यानंद योगाभ्यासं करिष्ये. Now please take an udharani of water and wash your hands. Om apopasprishya.
We will now be beginning the Prathama Vinyasa Krama. The Prathama Vinyasa Krama is a sequence of 108 asanas of the Nithyananda Yoga. The first asana that we will be performing is the Sukhasana. Sukhasana is sit in a comfortable cross-legged position with your head, neck and spine in a straight line. The mudra that we will be performing is the Bindu Mudra. Bindu Mudra is keeping your index and thumb finger, the tips of the index and thumb joint, and the other three fingers stretched out. Now keep the Bindu Mudra on your respective knees. Visualize Bhagavan Paramashiva, Swamiji in your inner space. That is the visualization. The pranayama is the Samana Kumbhaka. Samana Kumbhaka is inhale deeply. Feel the prana going inside your body, inside your stomach, and fueling the Jataragni, the fire in your stomach. And then when you're not able to hold your breath anymore, slowly exhale. Inhale deeply. Hold your breath as long as possible. And then exhale. When you're holding your breath, visualize the fire in your Jataragni being fueled by the air that you are breathing. The bandha is the Mahamudra bandha. So Mahamudra bandha is all three bandhas together. The first is the Jalandhara bandha. The Jalandhara bandha is when you place your chin on your chest. Take your chin, lock your chin down, engaging your neck muscles. You do not have to strain your neck muscles. Just bring your chin to your chest and lock it. Do not strain your neck muscles or hurt your neck muscles, but slightly contract your neck muscles and lock your chin to your chest. That is the Jalandhara bandha. The next is the Uddiyana bandha. The Uddiyana bandha is pulling your stomach in and up. Pulling your stomach in and up. And if you want to feel the Uddiyana bandha, you can keep your hands on your stomach and feel the hollow that you are creating with your stomach. Yes, Kailasa, Bolivia, female team. That's good. Seeing the Jalandhara bandha and the Uddiyana bandha. The Uddiyana bandha is pull your stomach in and up. You should feel the hollow under your rib cage. That is the Uddiyana bandha. And the next is the Mula bandha. The Mula bandha is contracting our perineum. So contract the muscles between your anus and genitals. And now let's perform all these three bandhas together. So sit in the Sukhasana, your hands in the Bindu Mudra, placed on your knees. Visualize Paramashiva in your inner space. Perform the Samana Kumbhaka, that is inhale. Hold your breath and visualize the air fueling the fire in your stomach. Perform the Mahamudra bandha, that is lock your chin to your chest, pull your stomach in and up, and lock your perineum. And the internal japa of Soham.
Tatsukasanamityuktam ashaktastatsamacharet asanam vijitam yena jitam tena jagatrayam.
Yes, now relax. Now relax. How many of you were able to perform all the three bandhas? Can you raise your hands? If you are able to perform all the three bandhas, can you raise your hands? Okay, Vedatma, yeah, good. Kailasa, Bolivia, female team, good. Paramayoga, yeah, good. Yes, wonderful. As we do the asana, you will see that it'll become more comfortable. You'll automatically, when you get into the asana, you'll start performing the bandhas. Okay, that's wonderful. Let us now move on to the second asana. The second asana of the Prathama Vinyasa Krama is the Parvatasana. So in Parvatasana, let's all stretch our legs out. Stretch our legs in front of you. Stretch your legs in front of you. Now bring your legs into Padmasana. So take your left leg and place it on your right thigh. And then take your right leg and place it on your left thigh. Let's all get into Padmasana. And if you're not able to place your legs on top, slowly keep your ankles, first keep your ankles together and walk your feet. Walk your feet slowly inside. Place your ankles on your leg and slowly pull your feet closer and closer. And place your feet on top of each other. So first come into Ardha Padmasana, that is one leg on top of the other thigh. And now take the other leg and slowly inch it towards your thigh. So first bring your ankle on top and then slowly walk your legs closer and closer. Walk your feet and place it on top of your thighs. And become comfortable in Padmasana. If you feel any discomfort or pain in your ankles or pain in your thighs, that's okay. Unclutch from the pain. Unclutch from the pain and sit in Padmasana comfortably. Padmasana should be like your go-to asana for sitting down. That's how comfortable that you should be in Padmasana. So from Padmasana, now you're going to bring your palms together in the Anjali Mudra. Bring the palms together in the Anjali Mudra, that is how the Acharya is showing on the camera. Perform the Anjali Mudra and now slowly raise your hands. Raise your hands above your head. Raise your hands straight above your head. Keep your elbows straight and your arms should be beside your ears. Now in this asana, again you're going to perform the Mahamudra Bandha. The Mahamudra Bandha is all three bandhas together, the locks. So the first bandha is the Jalandhara Bandha. Again bring your chin to your chest. Bring your chin to your chest. The second is Uddiyana Bandha. Pull your stomach in and up. Pull your stomach in and up, creating a hollow under your ribs. And the third is Mula Bandha. Mula Bandha is contracting your perineum. Now while you are performing the Mahamudra Bandha, visualize yourself as Mount Kailash. Mount Kailash is the physical manifestation of Kailasa on planet Earth. It is one of the places, physical places on Earth which can transport you to the vertical time zone. So visualize Mount Kailash. Visualize yourself as Mount Kailash. Perform the Samana Kumbhaka. Samana Kumbhaka is inhale and hold your breath as long as possible. Inhale deeply. Hold your breath as long as possible. And while you're holding your breath, Visualize the prana, the air that is fueling your Jataragni, the fire in your stomach, and then exhale and perform the japa of internal japa of Soham.
अतवक्षे महादेव पर्वतासनमङ्गलं यत्कृत्वा स्थिररूपी स्यात् षट्चक्रादिविलोपनम्.
Now relax. Slowly bring your hands down. Bring your hands down. You can uncross your legs. You can relax from Padmasana. Who all were able to hold Padmasana for this around 5 minutes? If you're able to hold the Padmasana comfortably for 5 minutes, can you raise your hands? Is Kailasa, Bolivia good? Kailasa, LA good? Okay, wonderful. So the next asana that we'll be going into is Hali Pavasana. In Hali Pavasana, what you're going to do is you're going to stretch your legs in front of you. Stretch your legs in front of you and bring the soles of your feet together in front of you. Bring the soles of your feet together. So you should create like a diamond shape with your legs. Extend your feet in front of you and create a diamond shape with your legs and the soles of your feet together. Now what you're going to do is you're going to hold your left hand with your right hand behind you. Hold your left hand with your right hand behind you, behind your back. And now inhale deeply and bend as much as possible. Bend as much as possible forward and down. Bend from your hips. Bend from your hips as much as possible and let your forehead come to the ground behind your heels. You should bring your forehead to your heels. Bend as much as possible. And if you're feeling the stretch in your thighs, that is completely normal. If you feel the stretch in your thighs, in your hips, that's completely normal. Embrace the stretch, embrace the pain. And if you're not able to go fully also, slowly go as much as possible. Like for example, if you're able to go only halfway, first inhale, and when you exhale, go more, 1 more inch down. Again, inhale deeply and exhale, go 1 more inch down. And you can even come together as partners. You can come together as partners and slowly help your partner. Help your partner go lower and lower. If you're not able to go lower, you can come together as partners. Your partner can hold your back and gently push you lower and lower so your head touches the ground. Your head should touch the ground in front of you. So come on, let's all get into the asana. Yes, Kailasa LA, good. Kailasa LA, the second person on the olive green mat in the front. Yes, Thomasaya, yes, good. Thomasaya, you should become an acharya now. You are a graduate of PSS2. You should become an acharya. You should make sure our PSS3 new participants are doing all the asanas properly. Yes, in the male sabha, the second person on the olive green mat, Thomasaya, you can even go and help him to go more lower. I think that is Banahastaya. Yes. Yes, push Aya down. Is that Banahastaya? Thomasaya, is that Banahastaya you're helping? Yes. So go as low as possible. Go as low as possible. Become comfortable in the asana. Breathe in and out deeply. Perform the Samana Kumbhaka. The Samana Kumbhaka is inhale deeply, hold your breath and visualize the fire in your stomach and then exhale. This is the Samana Kumbhaka. And the gaze should be at your nose. Keep the gaze at your nose. Visualize Swamiji in your inner space. Visualize Swamiji in your inner space, and any pain that you're having, any discomfort, surrender that to Swamiji's feet. And in this asana, we'll be performing the Mahamudra Bandha. So again, bring your chin to your chest. Actually, when you're down, your chin will already be in your chest. So just lock your chin to your chest and perform the Uddiyana Bandha. Pull your stomach in. Pull your stomach in and up. And perform the Mula Bandha, contracting your perineum. And we'll perform the japa of Soham.
पूरब विधियाहु में जानो उभय पगदली संपुटानो पृष्ठपचेदो करल्यावो दक्षिण करसो वाम गहावो पृष्टि हतेल्यांकी हे जोई अंशु सहित भूमि धरे सोई पुनिला लाटी भूपरिताने एड्या लगता माही आने.
Yes, now slowly come back to a seated position. So who all were able to go down? More than half. Who all were able to go down to the ground? More than half. Put your forehead to the ground. At least more than half. You are able to bend more than half. Can you raise your hands? And who all touched the ground fully? Who all touched the ground fully? Can you raise your hands? Okay, wonderful. All the participants in Kailasa, LA, Kailasa, Bolivia, Kailasa, Ecuador. And actually, you will see that the more and more that you do the Nithyananda Yoga, any knots, any discomfort, anything that you are having, automatically, you will start seeing your whole body literally loosen itself. The discomfort and the strain in our muscles is nothing but the patterns. Over the years, we have collected so many patterns that it actually gets stored in our muscles. And you will see once you do the completion in the PSS session, you will see that your body responds to that completion and you'll start seeing yourself becoming more loose. Same way, in the yoga, when you loosen your muscles, automatically you'll see that those patterns start leaving you and you'll start dropping those patterns. Yes, wonderful. Let's now go to the next asana. The next asana is the Nagi Pavasana. So in Nagi Pavasana, again, place your feet in front of you with your soles of your feet touching together. Place the soles of your feet together. Now raise your hands above your head. Raise both your hands above your head and keep your hands cupped. Cup your hands. And now bend forward. Bend forward, inhale and exhale. When you exhale, bend forward. Bend as much as possible. And again, your forehead should be touching the ground or touching the feet in front of you. Inhale, raise your hands up and cup your feet, cup your palms. Make a hollow with your palms, cup your palms. And when you exhale, bend down and forward as low as possible. Stretch your arms out in front of your feet and cup your hands. Visualize yourself as a snake. Visualize yourself as a cobra, a snake. Bring the gaze to your nose. Bring the gaze to your nose. And even in this asana, you can take the help of your partner and slowly push your partner as low as possible and breathe in the asana. If you're able to go only halfway, that is okay. Inhale and exhale. When you exhale, go 1 inch more down. Again, inhale deeply and exhale. When you exhale, go more down. And stay in the asana. Don't come up. Do not come up. Stay in the asana and become comfortable with the asana. How much ever you're able to do, stay in the asana.
Recording in progress.
Stay in the asana. In this asana also, perform the Samana Kumbhaka. Samana Kumbhaka is inhale deeply and then hold your breath as long as possible. When you're holding your breath, visualize the air fueling the Jataragni, the fire in your stomach, and then exhale. And perform all 3 bandhas. All the 3 bandhas are Jalandhara bandha. Bring your chin to your chest. And then Uddiyana bandha. Pull your stomach in and up. And perform the Mula bandha. The Mula bandha is contracting your perineum. And perform the japa of Soham.
पूरब विधि परि आग नैनी छौ होई कहूनि पना स्यो लगाई हाथ आगाने धरती लगावे, पसारी दो हाथ की अंजुली करे, भूयडी परि लगावे, दृष्टि न स अग्र आसन कौगन शरीर बता जाई।
Now slowly come up. Come back to a seated position. So this time how many of you were able to go completely down, touching the ground with your forehead? Can you raise your hands? Were you able to touch the ground, or at least your forehead touching your ankles? Raise your hands. Yes, Kailasa, Bolivia, Kailasa, LA. Yes, Parama Yoga, yeah, good. Bolivia, female body is good. Okay, wonderful. So let's now go to the next asana. The next asana is Kokilasana. So in Kokilasana, now stretch your legs in front of you. Now bend your knees. Bend your knees and hold the big toes with your index and middle fingers. Your hands should be in the Prana Mudra. Prana Mudra is your index and middle finger stretched out and your thumb holding your ring finger and your little finger. That is the Prana Mudra. Your index and middle finger stretched out and your thumb holding your ring finger and little finger. Now with the Prana Mudra, with the index and middle fingers, hold your big toes. Hold the big toes. Now what you're going to do is stretch your leg out and upwards. Stretch your leg out and upwards. You should come to like a V position. Make a V with your body. Your body should be like the letter V. So catch your toes with your index and middle fingers and stretch your legs out and up in front of you. Stretch your legs out and upwards. Now cross your legs into Padmasana. Cross your legs into Padmasana. So Padmasana is bringing your left leg on your right thigh and the right leg on your left thigh. Cross your legs into Padmasana. If you're not able to put the Padmasana, so first put the Padmasana, that is one foot on your other thigh, and then slowly try to pull your other foot. Pull your other foot as much as possible and place it on your thigh. Now lean forward while you are holding your toes with your hands. Bend forward, continue to hold your toes with your hands and bend forward. Lean forward and come on to your elbows. Place your elbows on the ground. This is the Kokilasana. So in Kokilasana, visualize yourself as a bird. Close your eyes and visualize yourself as a bird. Perform the Samana Kumbhaka, that is inhale deeply and then hold your breath When you're holding your breath, visualize the air going into your Jataragni, the fire in your stomach, and then exhale. Inhale deeply, hold your breath, and when you hold your breath, visualize the prana going into your stomach, and then exhale. Now let's perform the bandhas. In this asana also, we'll perform all the three bandhas. The three bandhas is called the Mahamudra Bandha. First, the Jalandhara Bandha. Place your chin to your chest, and then the Udhyana Bandha. Pull your stomach in and up, and then the Mula Bandha. Mula Bandha is contracting your perineum. And perform the internal japa of Soham.
अतान्यदासनं वक्षे येन सिद्धो भवेन्नरः अकस्माद्वायुसञ्चारं कोकिलाख्यासनेन च ऊर्ध्वे हस्तद्वयं कृत्वा तदग्रे पादयोः सुधीः वृद्धाङ्गुष्ठद्वयं नाथ शनैः शनैः प्रकारयेत्.
Yes, now slowly come up and you can relax your legs from Padmasana. Relax your legs from Padmasana. The next asana is Neti Asana. So in Neti Asana, now place one ankle. Bring your right ankle on your left knee and keep your left and now keep your left foot below your right knee. So one ankle should be on top of your knee, one ankle should be under the other knee. Now with your hands, hold your opposite elbows and now rotate your arms in a clockwise motion. Rotate your arms in a clockwise motion. Make wide circles. Make big circles with your hands, with your arms. Make wide circles with your arms. Engage your shoulders. You should feel your shoulders rotating as much as possible. Keep your gaze to your nose. Keep your gaze to your nose. Visualize Swamiji in your inner space. Now, rotate your hands in the anti-clockwise position. Rotate your hands anti-clockwise. Make nice and big circles. Make nice and big circles with your arms. Perform the Samana Kumbhaka, that is inhale. Inhale deeply. Hold your breath, and when you hold your breath, visualize the air going into your stomach and fueling the Jataragni, fueling the fire in your stomach, and exhale. Don't stop rotating your arms. Continue to rotate your arms. Now perform the Mahamudra Bandha. The Mahamudra Bandha is again all three bandhas together. So bring your chin to your chest. Bring your chin to your chest. That is the Jalandhara Bandha. The Uddiyana Bandha is pulling your stomach in and up. Pull your stomach in and up. And Moola Bandha, that is contract your perineum. Now continue to rotate your arms and perform the internal japa of Soham.
घोड़ा बामा पाद की आश माहिली सोय दच चरण को वार लौता परि गुल्प समोय वाम पाद को महिलो बहरो गुल्प जुजान तापरि घोड़ा दच की आमज बार लीटान बहुरी बुझा दो की जोई कहुन्या लगता पकरो सोई बुझ पसार अर्ध करि रासे नासा दृष्टि वचन नहि बासे.
Now relax. Relax your arms. You can uncross your feet. Now the next asana is Gajasana. So let's all come to our arms and legs. Come to your hands and knees. Come onto your hands and knees. Now you're going to lift your hips to the air. Lift your hips as high as possible. Lift your hips to the sky and press your hands firmly onto the ground in front of you and your legs behind you. Plant your hands and legs firmly to the ground and push your hips. Push your hips to the sky. Push your hips to the sky. And first make sure that your heels are touching the ground. Try to touch your heels to the ground. Try to touch your heels to the ground, and you can even try to touch one heel. First, try to touch one heel and then touch your other heel to the ground. Make sure that your heels are touching the ground. Feel the stretch in your calf muscles, in your hamstrings. Feel the stretch. And in your upper body, your back should be as straight as possible. It should be literally one line from your hands all the way to your back. Keep your back straight. Don't round your back. Don't keep your back rounded. Keep your back straight as possible. Press your shoulders. Press your shoulders and hands into the ground and keep your back as straight as possible. Yes, Kailasa, Ecuador, Paramayogaya. Paramayogaya, you should not round your back. Keep your back straight. Keep your back straight. Yes, Kailasa, Bolivia, female team, good. Kailasa, LA, male team, good. Kailasa, LA, female team. Kailasa, Bolivia, male team, good. Okay, now from this asana, what we're going to do is you're going to slowly bend your elbows. Bend your elbows and bring your face to the ground and scoop yourself up. Bring your elbows to the ground and scoop yourself up. So maybe everyone can watch your screen for a moment. Look at your screen. So when you're in the Gajasana, slowly bend your elbows. Bend your elbows to the ground and your face should be almost above the mat, and scoop yourself up. Scoop yourself up and come back to Gajasana. Scoop yourself up and come back to Gajasana. And do this again and again. From Gajasana, bend your elbows and bring your face as close as possible to your yoga mat, and then scoop yourself up. Do this again and again. Visualize yourself as an elephant. Visualize yourself as an elephant and feel the workout happening in your triceps. Feel your arms, the muscles in your arms, the muscles in your shoulders, the muscles in your chest. Feel all these muscles engage, all of these muscles, and do this again and again. So come to Gajasana. Come to Gajasana and go as down as possible. Scoop your face. Bend your elbows and your face should be as low as possible on the yoga mat. And then scoop yourself up and come back to Gajasana. Try going as low as possible. Try going as low as possible. Your face should be as close to the yoga mat as possible. And then scoop yourself up. Your face should be as close as possible to the yoga mat. So bend your elbows, go down, 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 down. And then when your nose is almost touching the yoga mat, push yourself. Breathe in and push yourself and scoop yourself and come back to Gajasana. So let's all do this together. Let's all do this together. So first come to Gajasana. Let's all come to Gajasana. Come on everybody, collective integrity. Come to Gajasana. Now slowly bend your knees, bend your elbows. Bend your elbows down, 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 down. Go as close as possible. Your nose should be touching the yoga mat. Go down, down, down as much as possible. Yes, now scoop yourself up. Scoop yourself up and come back to Gajasana. Push. Push your hands into the ground. Push your hands into the ground and come back. Push yourself up to Gajasana. Yes, Abhilasha, yeah, good. So in this asana, you should visualize yourself as an elephant. Visualize yourself as an elephant. Perform the Samana Kumbhaka, that is, inhale, hold your breath, and while holding your breath, feel the air fueling your Jataragni, the fire in your stomach. And exhale. And perform the Mula Bandha and Uddiyana Bandha. Only two bandhas. Mula Bandha is contracting your perineum. And Uddiyana Bandha is pulling your stomach in and up. And perform the japa of Soham.
Nujjam padagre bhumau kritva lambi bhuya mastakagre nidaya nidambam murdhamunnamaya nabilaksham bhumo nasika maniya hastatala pariyantam nayet ittam punah punah kuryat gajasanam bhavati.
Yes, wonderful. Now you can place your knees down. Place your knees down and relax for a bit. Yes, wonderful. Let's now move on to the next asana. The next asana is Rikshasana. So in the Rikshasana, you're going to come back to the same position as Gajasana. So come back to the same position as Gajasana. So keep your hands firmly planted onto the ground and push your hands and push your shoulders as much as possible. It should be a straight line. Your back should be straight. Don't round your back. Don't round your back. Press your hands into the ground and keep your hips from the hips to the tips of your fingers. It should be a straight line. Now, this time you're going to focus on your legs. So what you're going to do is you're going to place one heel on the ground and raise one heel on the top towards the sky, bending your knees. And then alternate. Press the other heel onto the ground and the other heel, raise the other heel up. Keep alternating. Keep alternating. You should feel a stretch in your calf muscles. You should feel a stretch in your calf muscles, in your hamstrings. Your hamstrings is your muscles which is in the rear side of your thighs. So you should feel the stretch in the back side of your thighs. You should feel the stretch in your ankle, in your calf muscles, in your ankles. Visualize yourself as a bear. And keep repeating this again and again. So if you are placing your left heel on the ground, lift your right heel, and when you place your right heel on the ground, lift your left heel. And continue. Your hips should not come down. Your hips should not come down. Your hips should be up in the air. The pranayama that you will be performing is the Samana Kumbhaka. Samana Kumbhaka is inhale and feel the air going to your Jataragni, your fire in your stomach, and then exhale. And in this asana also you will be performing two bandhas. The first is the Uddiyana Bandha. Uddiyana Bandha is pulling your stomach in and up. Pull your stomach in. And Moola Bandha. Moola Bandha is contracting your perineum. And perform the japa of Soham.
Ekam jana orasyalinga statavyam baling. Ekaikam padama kuncha gajasanam kuryat rikshasanam bhavati.
Now, all of you can slowly come up onto your feet. Nithyananda, everybody. Once again, we'd like to welcome all the Parameshwar Sena Batch 3 participants who have joined us for this program. This is Sundareshwar Maharaj here, and I'll also be one of the acharyas who would be helping you through the various sequences, the Prathama Vinyasa Krama, Dvitiya Vinyasa Krama, and Trithiya Vinyasa Krama. Wonderful to see every one of you today. And once again, this is going to be a new way of looking at all the different asanas that we're doing. How many of you are already seeing a difference in terms of how even just the last few asanas that we were doing, How many of you, the participants from batch 3, are seeing a difference in the way that you perform the asanas? Can you just give me a thumbs up? Okay, great. That's wonderful. So we're going to be helping you out surely to find the right balance in the posture, as well as to get the full benefit, to make sure that you are learning all the subtle aspects. Yesterday we had spent the whole day learning about the various the pranayama, the bandhas, the other 12 components of yoga. So we'll be helping you throughout the entire span of the yoga to help you understand how we can do it. Great. Let's now continue. The next asana, from Vrikshasana, we are going to be entering into Vaishyasana. So in Vaishyasana, as you come up on top of your feet, as you stand on top of your feet, now you're going to slowly lift your body up onto your big toes. Lift your body up onto your big toes. Keep your head, neck and spine in a straight line. And bring the index and the middle finger, the ring finger, onto your heart center. Now, in this position, you're going to visualize Swamiji in your inner space. Come on, every one of you, your hands, all the 3 middle fingers, your index, ring and middle finger on your heart center, and lift up onto your toes. Lift up onto your toes. Make sure that your spine is erect. Head, neck and spine in a straight line. Visualize Swamiji in your inner space with the internal japa Soham.
केशेन पादयुगलं तद्वातिष्ठे तदो मुखः अथ वैश्याः वक्षे यत्कृत्वा सत्यवान् भवेत्.
Please relax. The next we are going to be performing the Urdhva Janukarana. So let us enter into the Urdhva Janukarana. First we are going to be sitting in the Aramandi position, where you are going to stand with the heels touching together. All of you, bring your feet together. Make sure your heels are touching together first. And toes facing outwards. Your toes are facing outward. Now slightly bend your knees. Slightly bend your knees. And keep both the hands at the chest level. Elbows parallel to the ground. Bend your knees. Elbows parallel to the ground. Palms at your chest level. Now twist one knee towards the center and raise it up and back across the body to the original position. Simultaneously, as the leg raises, you're going to follow it with the movement of its hand. While doing so, please make sure the one foot which is there on the ground is still bent. Don't get into a standing position. You want to keep that slight kneeling position as you perform the Urdhva Janukarana. Yes, let's all perform the Urdhva Janukarana. Get a full round with your hand. When you go, take it all the way around your head. Get it down onto the ground. Yes, relax, come back to a standing position, shake your feet out. For a few seconds, just shake your feet out. Now, stand in a comfortable position, just stand still. We're going to be entering into the next asana. We're going to be performing the next asana. The next asana is going to be Balalingasana. Now in Balalingasana, you're going to interlace your fingers from the outside. So interlace your fingers from the outside. Come on, let's all do it together. All of you interlace the fingers from outside. Yes. Have we all interlaced it? Okay, good. Now, you're going to be holding on to one of the knees and pull it up towards the chest. You can either choose left or right, whichever you're comfortable with that you want to start. Pull your knees towards the chest. Pull your knee towards the chest as your other foot continues to be planted firmly on the ground. So here let's look at a few different variations of how do we do this asana to make sure that we are getting a full proper position. So as you are having your hands interlocked, now when you pull one of your foot up, so for some of you, your foot might only be in this level. So you're going to lock it here. If your leg is in this level, then try to get it as close as possible. Pull your feet as close as possible towards your perineum. Now, those of you who are able to do, you're going to focus and pull this all the way up. Pull your knee all the way up towards your chest and hold. While the other foot, you're going to make sure is firmly planted onto the ground. Make sure that your toes are pointing forward and you look straight. So let us all perform the Balalingasana. Ready? At the count of 3, all of us are going to lift our feet up. Relax, relax. Relax your feet. Yes. Let's all interlock our fingers now. Please interlock your fingers. From inside. Yes, that's right. Now lift your knee up towards your chest, supported by your hands, and pull. Come on, pull it. Pull it as close as possible towards your sky, towards your chest, towards the sky. Keep the spine straight and keep your body still and stiff. Visualize yourself caressing a baby in your inner space and the internal japa. Soham.
Ekam jano rasiyalingya statavyam balalinganam bhavati.
Relax. You can relax. Now, the next asana we are going to be doing is the Pada Pidanasana. Now, the same knee that we lifted up towards our chest, that same knee, you're going to hold on to the foot of that knee, of that leg. Hold on to the foot with that leg. Hold on to the foot of that leg. Now, clasp your feet with both your hands and pull your feet up towards your butt. Pull your feet up towards the butt. Make sure your head, neck and spine are in a straight line as you look forward. Now, there are nuances even in this. While you are performing this, you want to make sure that your feet are pushed as much as possible towards your butt. And second is even your thighs are being pulled backward. Okay, so even your thighs are being pulled backward along with doing it. So you need to pull here and you need to also consciously put your awareness on your thigh, tightening it and pulling it backward. So this is the way you perform. You should actually feel the stretch in two places. One, your thighs. Second, your ankles as well. Your thighs and your ankles as well. How many of you are able to see the stretch in your ankle? Let's start with an ankle first. How many of you are able to see when you pull it back, you're able to feel it at the ankle? Raise your hands. Okay, wonderful. Vedat Maya, great. Nithyananda Maya, nice to see everyone. I think I'm going to be learning every one of you joining in along with us and participating. Wonderful. Yes. Now, how many of you, can you all please confirm if you are able to feel the stretch at your thigh? When you do it, are you feeling a stretch at your thigh? Okay, good. That's wonderful. So now let us do this together. Let's perform the asana together, the Pada Pidanasana. Now pull that foot up towards the back of your butt and pull it all the way, the toes touching all the way, and hold in this position. Visualize Swamiji in your inner space and the internal japa. Soham. Soham. Soham.
स्थित्वैकस्मिन् पादतले कराभ्यां वेष्टयेतनं पृष्ठे संस्थाप्य यत्नेन पादपीडनमासनम्.
You can now relax. Drop your foot onto the ground. The next asana we are going to be performing is going to be the Natarajasana. The Natarajasana once again is going to be a follow through of the previous asana, which means that we are going to hold on to that foot with its respective hand. Going to hold on to that foot with the respective hand. From here, you're going to extend the opposite hand forward with the index and the thumb fingers together in the Bindu Mudra. And we are going to bend down, kicking our foot up all the way into the sky. Bend down and kick up our feet all the way in the sky and hold this position. This is Natarajasana. Now let us look at how we can do this. Now we are going to do this in a few different variations based on however you're comfortable, however flexible you are. So the primary focus is for you to hold on to your feet with your hand. Then once you do that, you want to stretch your hand out, get your body down. Make sure that your opposite foot is firmly planted on the ground. So once you firmly plant, so you're standing, slowly shift your weight. If you're standing on your right, you shift your weight to the left. Then if you're standing, going to lift your left leg up, then you shift your weight to the right. First, shift your weight. Let's all do it together. Come to a standing position, every one of you. Now, as you are in this position, you're going to shift the weight of your body to the other foot. Just tilt your body, shifting your weight to the other foot. Are we all able to do it? Have you gotten how to do it? Now, once you have done this, now slowly lift the other foot back towards your butt. Hold on to it with its respective hands and hold. So once you're comfortable in this position, let's do it along. Female team LA, come on, let's do it along. Yes. Now once you are in this position, now slowly stretch your hands out in front of you, the opposite arm in front of you, placing your hand, your palm in the Bindu Mudra, index and thumb together. Now slowly as you bend down, pull your feet up, bend down, bend forward, pulling your feet up as high as possible and hold this position. Visualize yourself as Lord Nataraja in your inner space and the internal japa Soham.
उत्तानपादं क्रौञ्चं च मरीचिं वीरभद्रकं नटराजं त्रिकोणं च सुप्ताङ्गुष्ठप्रसारणे.
Please relax. Let us now repeat the same sequence of asanas on the other side, on the other leg. The first is going to be Balalingasana. In Balalingasana, you're going to interlace your fingers from the outside in and you're going to hold on to your knee, pulling it all the way towards the chest. Pull your knee all the way towards the chest, toes pointing down, body stiff and straight. Come on, interlace your fingers, clasp your knees and pull it as close as possible and hold. Let's learn to hold, practice to hold. Now only after we get comfortable with the position, we'll be able to perform the other subtler components. So it's very important that we learn how to hold. Make sure that you are planting the other foot firm onto the ground and hold this position. Visualize yourself caressing a baby in your inner space and the internal japa Soham.
एकं जान उर्स्यालिङ्ग्य स्थातव्यं बाललिङ्गनं भवति.
Relax, you can drop that foot down. Now once again we're going to be repeating the Pada Pidanasana on the other side, which means that same leg which we had lifted up towards our chest, we are now going to bend it towards the back and get it all the way towards your butt, holding on with your hands. Now, having both your hands holding on to the foot, pull it nice and close towards the back of your butt. Look forward. Bring your gaze in a straight line. Visualize Swamiji in your inner space. Now in this asana, some of you, your legs are splayed in terms of there's a lot of gap between both your knees. Consciously bring your knees together. Knees together. Come on, lift and bring your knees together. Don't let your knees fly away somewhere in some other direction. Make sure it is beside each other. And hold the position. Come on, lift and hold. Now if you're feeling a little bit of discomfort, you are going to be bringing your awareness to that position, to that part of your body, and you're going to breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. Now visualize Swamiji in your inner space and the internal japa. Soham.
स्थित्वैकस्मिन् पादतले कराभ्यां वेष्टयेत्तनं पृष्ठे संस्थाप्य यत्नेन पादपीडनमासनम्.
Relax. Yes, you can relax your foot. Shake your feet off. Shake your feet off. The next we are going to be performing the Natarajasana. So shake your feet off once again and come to a standing position. Come back to a standing position, feet beside each other. Now you're going to focus your weight, shift the weight towards one side of the body, which is the foot that is planted onto the ground. Shift your weight towards that side. Then bend the other knee, holding on to it, holding on to your foot with the respective hand. Now here I want you to make sure that you are holding on to the foot from inside. See, while this is there, you can either hold it on from here like this, or you can hold it on from inside. All of you bring your focus and hold it on from the inside, because in this position you will not be able to pull your body up as high. It will only be a little distance. It will not lift your body as high as possible. But if you hold it from inside, then you'll be able to lift it as high as possible. Okay? So bring your awareness, hold on to your foot from the inside, which is holding on towards the big toes, not towards the little finger. Let's all make sure that we are holding on to the foot from the inside. As you hold on to your foot from your inside, find a balance in this position. Come on, hold and hold it from inside. Now slowly stretch the other hand out in front of you. Hands in the Bindu Mudra, and simultaneously as you bend down, lift and kick the feet out towards the sky. Kick the feet out towards the sky. Visualize yourself as Lord Nataraja in your inner space. Bring a one-pointed focus in front of you for the balance, and have the internal japa. Soham.
उत्तानपादं क्रौञ्चं च मरीचिं वीरभद्रकं नटराजं त्रिकोणं च सुप्ताङ्गुष्ठप्रसारणे.
Slowly relax. Parama Yoga, you need to make sure that you are kicking your feet out. That way you will get the full stretch. It should be like a arched. Your feet should be completely arched. Parama Yoga, Bolivia or Ecuador, sorry. Good. Now we are going to be performing the next karana. The next karana is going to be the Ardharechita karana. Now let's all get back into the Aramandi position, which is heels together, toes apart, knees slightly bent. Knees slightly bent. Now as you are in the Aramandi position, you're going to bring the right foot behind the other, and make sure that your heels are up, the toes are down. Now keep the left hand at the chest level and extend the opposite arm out and wide in front of you like a pendulum, bringing it back towards your chest. And while the arms swing, move the fingers one by one inwards towards the palm and then outwards. Place the right hand over the nose as you go up, touch the nose. And uncross the ankles and repeat the same on the other side. Repeat the same on the other side. Make sure that you have a slight bend in your knee. Don't stand straight. This is not for you to stand straight. This is, you need to have your knees bent slightly. Even when your ankles are crossed, keep switching sides. You can do it on one side and then switch it on to the other side. Let's perform the Ardharechita Karana together. Relax. Now stand on your mat. We are going to be entering into the next, which is the skeleton dance. Now skeleton dance is a very, very powerful technique that Bhagavan has given for every one of us to build integrity. Now during the skeleton dance, we are going to visualize ourselves as just bare bones, just bones in our inner space. Visualize yourself as just bones in your inner space, and you're going to look at yourself as unconnected, joints unconnected, and then shake your body. If there are 10 different snakes in your body and all of them go in different directions, that's exactly what you want to do when you do the skeleton dance. In a disorganized manner, we are going to start shaking our body, every part of our body completely. Let us now visualize ourselves as skeletons in our inner space, and let's begin the skeleton dance. Come on, shake, 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 shake. Shake your feet, shake your body, shake every part of your body.
Nithyanandam, 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 Anandam, Nithyanandam, Anandam, Nithyanandam, 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 Anandam, Nithyanandam, Anandam.
Shake your body, shake your body. Your tips of your fingers, your elbows, your ankles, your joints. Shake everything out. Your neck, your head. Come on, shake, 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 shake. Increase the speed. Slowly. Relax. Just stand still Drop all the movements. Don't touch your mat. Leave your mats. Leave your mats. Just stand. Just stand. Stand still. Placing your arms by the side of your hips. Just stand still. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. See your entire body pulsating and vibrating with energy. Bring your awareness towards the tips of your fingers that's vibrating with energy, with blood gushing through it. Bring your awareness to your feet, to the toes, vibrating, and your entire body emanating heat. Do not place your hands in the pocket. Do not interlock your fingers behind your body or in front of your body. Just leave it loose. Stand still. Just see and bring awareness to your body. Now, visualize the prana, the life energy, the breath entering into you through all parts of your body, through your entire pore, each and every skin of your body, each and every pore in the skin of your body is inhaling the prana. As you inhale, inhale the body, just like how a sponge when put in water would absorb. Same way, visualize yourself soaking in the prana shakti through each and every pore of your skin into your body, going into your body, rejuvenating your entire body, your internal organs, your intra organs, going in and rejuvenating every single cell of your body. Inhale through your entire body. And as you exhale, see that entire prana carrying out all the toxins out of your body, out of your body. Inhale and exhale. Visualize your body as a sponge that is soaking in the life energy. Inhale and exhale. Have deep, long breaths, bringing your awareness to your breath. Breathe in as deep and as slow as possible. As deep and as slow as possible. And exhale as deep and slow as possible. Inhale as deep and slow as possible. And exhale as deeply and slowly as possible. Now slowly relax. You can adjust your mat. Those of you who need to adjust your mat, you can adjust your mat. See, it is very important that especially right after we start doing the skeleton dance, what we touch becomes a direct part of us. So we need to make sure that when we are in that high energy, we only let the prana enter into us. And that is why it's very highly recommended. If any of you are wearing sweaters, right? Sweaters or jackets, I know sometimes it might become a little cooler there. But get rid of those and make sure that they are not in your way. Put them aside so your body breathes as minimum as possible. If you have things covered, you will see that your body breathes. So that is a very important component of yoga. All right, wonderful. Now we are going to enter into the next, which is the Kati Chinna Karana. In Kati Chinna Karana, once again, we are going to be placing our feet in the Aramandi, which is heels together, toes apart, heels together, toes apart. heels together, toes apart. Now from this Aramandi position, bring the hands above the head with arms crossed and palms facing backward. Arms crossed and palms facing backward. Now move the hips to one side and the arms simultaneously uncross wide above the head. Come back to the beginning position and repeat it on the other side. Come back to the middle position and do it on the other side. Continue to do it, bringing your body towards the left and right. Bend your knees, all of you please bend your knees. Bend your knees, bend your knees. Even while you're standing, even while you're turning, make sure your knees are bent. And please perform the Katichinna Karana. Do it gracefully as you perform the asana. Make sure that you're doing it gracefully. Okay, relax. Now come back to a proper standing position. The next asana we are going to be entering into is Tadasana. Now you're going to be standing with your feet together. Bring your feet together and you're going to stand tall on the tips of your toes and raise your hands above the head beside the ears and stretch your spine up. Stretch your spine up. Consciously pull yourself. If somebody is holding on to your hands from the top and pulling you up, how you would feel? That way, pull your shoulder up, your spine all the way up. All the way up. In fact, you can interlock your fingers and pull yourself up to get your spine all the way up. Get your spine all the way up. Once you pull yourself up, now unlock your fingers, place them parallel towards your head. Place them parallel beside your ears. Visualize yourself as a palm tree in your inner space. Come on, hold. If you drop by mistake, again we're going to lift ourselves back and hold. Come on, hold. Knees straight. Visualize yourself as a palm tree in your inner space and the internal japa Shivoham.
Mahamudra Baddha Konau Tadasana Vibedakan Vinotanam Sada Kuryat Antarvatne Pate Priya.
Now from this position, we're going to drop into the Uttanasana. As our hands are raised up, you're going to slowly bend forward, lean forward and down, bringing your hands flat onto the ground. Now for those of you who are unable to touch the ground, you can place your hands on your knees or on your thighs, wherever you are able to, whichever is the farthest you are able to hold on. You can place your hands and slowly slide yourself towards the ground. You want to focus, bring your awareness, slide down, slide your body down. See, when you go down, even if your knees are slightly bent, it is okay. Even if your knees get slightly bent, it is okay. Bring your awareness to stretch your knees out, but bend down. What you can also do is to bounce yourself up and down, as you can see. Bounce yourself up and down in this position. So you use the momentum to get all the way towards the ground. Now for those of you who are able to bend down and touch the foot, you are going to place your hands on the ground and bring your forehead towards your feet. Bring your forehead towards your feet. This is the Uttanasana. In this asana, you're going to visualize Swamiji in your inner space and the internal japa Shivoham.
Mahamudra Baddha Konau Tadasana Vibedakan Vinotanam Sada Kuryat Antarvatne Pate Priya.
Now from this position, we are going to move our feet backward into Tarakshvasana. So walk your feet back. You can walk your feet back into Tarakshvasana and bringing your gaze forward. Now you're going to turn your head towards the left and right. Look towards the left and right. Moving your neck in a circular motion. Your butt, don't get into a position where your butt goes all the way to the sky. This is Tarakshvasana, which is plank position. So bring your butt parallel to the floor, your body parallel to the ground. Hands shoulder width apart. Move your neck towards the left and right. If you need a little assistance, you feel it is difficult, you can place your knees on the ground and continue the same in Uttanasana. Rotate your neck to the left, then to the right, to your left, and then to your right. Visualize Swamiji in your inner space and the internal japa Shivoham.
Gajasana mastakam varam varam dakshina kukshim savya kukshim nayet tarakshvasanam bhavati.
Now slowly lie down on your stomach. We are going to be entering into the next asana, which is Bhujangasana. Lie down on your stomach with your hands by your shoulders. Please lie down on your stomach, hands beside your shoulders in a relaxed position. Now, what we are going to do, you're going to make sure that your feet are together. Please make sure your feet are together. Toes pointing outward, not onto the ground, but toes pointing outward. And place them on the ground. Bring your feet towards the ground. Toes pointing outward. Now, we are going to lift the upper body alone. We are not going to lift the whole entire back, just the upper part of our back. You are going to lift it by the strength of your back, which means once you lift, your hands should be able to lift off the ground. So you're not actually using your hands to pull your back up. Your hands are only there as a support system. You are going to pull your body up with the strength of your back. Your hands are going to be on the ground as a support system, but you're going to pull with your back. You're going to pull with your back. Let us all perform the Bhujangasana. As you lift your body up, you're going to visualize yourself as a cobra in your inner space and the internal japa Shivoham.
Angushtana viparyantam adoboma vininyaset karabhyam chadaran dhritva urdvashishah panivahi dehagnirvardate nityam sarvaroga nirashakam jagarti bhujagi devi bhujangasana sadhanat.
Relax. Relax. You can bring your head onto the ground once again. Just relax. In the Bhujangasana, you should only, maximum you should be able to lift is only until your navel center. You should make sure that your navel does not lift off the ground in Bhujangasana. Now, we are going to be entering into Shashasana. Now, bring your hands by your side of your chest. Pull yourself up into Tarakshvasana, a full plank position. Push yourself up into a full plank position. Now, as you are in a full plank position, in this, you are now going to bring your knee in towards the chest, back and forth, alternating the feet. Bring your knee in towards your chest, back and forth. Now, there are two variations of doing this. I'm going to show you both the variations of doing this, each of it having its own benefits. So, as we are in Tarakshvasana, one is where you have your butt straight, your body is parallel to the ground. As you have your butt here, now just move your knee in and out, knee in and out. Now what this does is this engages your core muscles, it engages your core and it makes sure that it is not moving. Now the second variation of doing this is you have your hips slightly bent, okay, and from here when you pull your knee forward, you're moving your body forward along and then back, and then other knee all the way forward and then back. Now I'll tell you the difference in both of these. The one where your body is flat onto the ground and then you just bring your knee alone in a controlled motion and get it back, you are already going to have your entire core muscles engaged. So that is going to bring a lot of strength on your core for you to hold in this position. Now the one that you do that goes from all the way back to the front is going to bring a lot of stretch in your hip muscles, in your thighs. So we are going to do both the variations. Let us start with the variation where we are going to bring our hips slightly up towards the sky and bring our knee all the way in and then going back. Bring our knee all the way in and going back. Let's do it together. Bring your knee all the way in. It should use the same momentum that you're using. Knees and body forward. Yes. Now bring your body flat. Bring your body flat parallel to the ground. Tighten your core. Tighten your stomach muscles. See, if you're not able to hold the full plank position, you can be on your knees also. From your knees, you're going to lift and come. If you're able to be in a full plank position, that is the best. If not, even if you're on your knees, you can pull one by one. Now let's get into the plank position. Body flat, parallel to the ground. Engage your stomach, your core muscles. And now bring one knee towards your chest and get it back. Repeat on the opposite direction. As you kick your feet back, you're going to exhale. As you bring your knees towards your chest, you're going to inhale. Inhale as you get it in, exhale as you kick it out. Let us visualize Swamiji in our inner space while performing this asana, and the internal japa, Shivoham, Shivoham.
गजासन संस्थितौ जानद्वयमाकुञ्च वारं वारं कर्तव्यं शशासनं भवति.
Yes, relax, all of you settle down. You can rotate your elbows, you can rotate your wrists, your shoulders. Relax. Relax. You can stretch your feet out, shake your feet out, your knees. Slightly massage your thighs, massage your knees, massage your calf muscles. Okay, so now we are going to be taking questions. So if any of you have any questions until now, you can ask your questions. You guys can ask questions, you guys can share if you want anything. Let's take a few minutes to answer every one of your questions. Like right now we are in 21st asana. So either the Prathama Vinyasa Krama. How many of you were doing Prathama Vinyasa Krama even before you came for the program as part of your daily spiritual routine? In your house, you would join along with your Kailasas, or independently you would do. Can you raise your hands? Yes, Vedatmaya is raising the hand. Banahastaya is raising. Okay. Sorry, I missed your name, so I need to learn your names, and I'll make sure that I'm doing that in the next day or so that I'm able to call out every one of you. That's wonderful. Now, when we generally do the asanas, right? We finish the entire Prathama Vinyasa Krama, let's say in a max of 30 to 40 minutes. But here we are doing the Prathama Vinyasa Krama almost the last 2 hours now, and we are at asana number 21. Now what this does, why we are doing this elaborately, is so that we learn the nuances of performing the asanas, the various techniques that will be there that will ensure that we are able to get the result of performing the asana. The very first step is only the posture. After that starts everything else. Okay, so even when we are doing, you will see that we will be focusing first on bringing in the comfortability in the asana. Only once we get comfortable in the asana, I will be actually telling about the bandhas or the pranayamas. Even though it is there along with every asana, I wouldn't be sharing it because we need to get comfortable. Then later, as we are comfortable in the asanas, we will be doing the pranayamas, the bandhas and the others as well. Alright, let's get started. You can unmute yourself. You can ask if you have any doubts, any questions.
Can you hear us?
Please state your name.
We have a question.
Yeah, please tell your name.
A commentary. Can you hear us?
Yes, I can hear you. Please go ahead. Ecuador, I can hear you.
I just want to share that sometimes my back seems to be bent, but it's kind of straight. But I have scoliosis, so it seems to be bent.
I understand. So that one. So you need to make sure that you have your stomach engaged. Okay, there's a lot of echo. Maybe you can mute it, Paranamal Maharaj. So you want to make sure that your stomach is strengthened, your stomach is tightened. Then you will make sure that your automatically the back is also straight. So bring your awareness to your core, bring your awareness to your stomach, and you will see that the back becomes straight. So don't worry, even if it bends or not, just bring your awareness onto your stomach. You will see that your posture automatically aligns. Okay? Good. Let's go to the next question.
Maharaj, Nithyanandam.
Yes, man. Yes, Nithyananda ma.
I'm from LA, Rani Iyer. Maharaj, how to build
Yes, Marani ma. Please tell me.
how to build shoulder strength, Maharaj?
Oh, you don't really have to worry about that at all. You're going to build your shoulder strength and all the other body strength during these 30 days that you're there. So just do this, the entire Prathama Vinyasa Krama, Dvitiya Vinyasa Krama and Trithiya Vinyasa Krama. We are actually going to do all the three. By the time you finish all the three, you will see that all the parts of your body become way stronger. I think we still have the PSS2 participants. How many PSS2 participants are still here? If you can raise your hands. Okay, you can actually ask them, Ranima, you can actually ask them to see how the whole body, not just the asana, the strength, the flexibility, everything builds. So Ranima, you just do it as much as you can through the whole time. You will see that the whole body itself changes. Okay, everything put together will build the strength. Wonderful. You're doing a good job, ma. Great. Let's go to the next question.
Nithyananda, this is Kailasa, Bolivia. We have a participant who's got a question.
Yes, ma. Kailasa, Bolivia. Please go ahead.
你好，大师，我这边呢是一做根锁、腹锁还有喉锁的同时，胃感受到火焰的时候是一块冰块，在做完就是骷髅舞以后呢，在做的时候稍微有一点点温，但不是烧火的那种感觉。我需要这次怎样的改进能燃烧起一团火？好，谢谢。I want to improve the effect of Samana Kumbhaka because when I was doing the Sri Bandha, I feel my stomach feels like an ice. So can you give me some questions?
Yes, it's actually right, ma. You don't have to feel it is wrong. It is actually right. See, especially when we perform the Uddiyana Bandha and all, right? It takes a little time for our body to get adjusted to it. So throughout all the asanas that we will be performing these bandhas, kumbhakas, pranayamas at multiple levels, multiple times. So that will give you the comfort, and we'll be explaining techniques in each and every different posture how to do it. So just do it along and you will see that you're picking it up. Okay? You are on the right track. Okay, good. Yes, next, let's take the next question. Actually, I want every one of you to participate in this because the questions that others will ask will be directly relevant to us in many different ways. Let's take the next question.
Nithyananda, my name is Jessica. I'm in LA, PSS3. I have two questions. One, when we do the Mahamula bandhas, is it on the fullness of breath or on the emptiness of breath? And is the order of releasing the bandha the same as the order of getting into the bandha?
That's a very beautiful question. Now, this actually is an answer that would require, it's very specific to the asanas. I'm going to tell you about a couple of different bandhas, okay? When we enter into the Jalandhara bandha, which is when you bring your chin and lock it to your chest, what you will do is you will inhale, which means your chest, your lungs are filled with air, and then you lock. Only in a few asanas, you will have to exhale and then lock. But as a general stance, when that comes, we will explain to you. But on a general note, when you inhale, after you inhale, you will be locking your throat into the Jalandhara bandha. That is as far as Jalandhara bandha is concerned. Now, when we look at Uddiyana bandha, it is the opposite. So you're going to exhale, means you're going to get the air off your body completely, and then pull your stomach in and up and hold. Then when you release from the Jalandhara bandha, automatically the breath will go in. Now, if you see, always the bandha will be coupled with a pranayama. Always the bandha will be coupled with a pranayama. And when performing those pranayamas, if there is Jalandhara bandha which is there, after you inhale, you will then enter into the Jalandhara bandha. If there is Uddiyana bandha which is there, you will exhale and then enter into the Uddiyana bandha. Sometimes all the three bandhas will be there. That means after you inhale, you lock into Jalandhara bandha, and after you exhale, you will pull your stomach in and up into the Uddiyana bandha. So we will be guiding you through the steps as we are performing the asanas as well, but that's a very good question. And a standard bandha that will be there throughout most, if not all of the asanas, is going to be the Mula bandha, where you are tightening your perineum, you're contracting your perineum. It's a very slight shift. Like when you are in a standing position, you just are going to pull your butt in, tighten it, like crush it in and push it forward. That is all it is, but it makes a lot of difference. You will make sure that your body becomes tight and aligned to a certain strength. So I hope you're able to understand it, Ma. Ma Jessica, did you understand?
Yes, yeah, thank you.
Wonderful, Ma. Great. Let's take the next question.
Nithyananda Maharaj, I'm Smita from LA, Param Shivam 3. My question is, I can do the Padmasana when I'm putting my right leg on my left thigh, but I can't do it way round. So what are your thoughts about that? Should I continue that
My
way?
thoughts about that is that you need to make sure that you're coming for Nithyananda Yoga in the morning every day for 2 hours. We will make sure that you're doing it. You don't worry that you're not able to do. We will ensure that you're able to do it, Ma.
But I can
So you just come and be here. We will help you.
Yeah, I can do it with the right leg on the left thigh first. That I can do, but not the other.
Wonderful. Yes, so not just you doing it on the other side, we will help you to do it without your hands. We will teach you to put Padmasana without your hands, without even touching onto your feet. We will teach you to do Padmasana. Don't worry.
Okay.
We are here to become Nithyananda yogis. So we're going to take it to the next level. Just make sure you're coming, putting your attendance here for 2 hours. We will make sure that your body is moving into all the positions that it is required and you're doing the Nithyananda yoga. All right. So you just come and be here.
Okay, thank you. I'm sorry.
All right. Wonderful, Masmita.
Can you hear us?
Yes, I can hear you, Ayad. Thomas, I can hear you. Go ahead.
Question here.
Nithyananda Maharaj.
Yes, Nithyananda Vedatmaya, tell me.
My biggest worry doing the morning yoga is the injuries that basically, puts me out for a couple of weeks because of lack of warm up. Is it something that I can do coming to the session?
Sorry, I missed the first part of it. What puts you away?
So my
Can you just repeat your question?
Yes, Maharaj. So my biggest concern has been doing the morning yoga session is any injury that puts me a couple of weeks. So it's usually because I've observed the pattern that there's no proper warm up. And is there something I can do before coming to the session?
Actually, it is not really required, Aya. In fact, if you just walk around a little, just do a basic stretches, rotating your hands, rotating your elbows, just the basics is enough. The reason I will tell you, we are spending a lot of time perfecting each asana. So when we do that, right, you will learn the nuances of how an asana has to be performed, and when we do it along with the pranayamas and the other components which are there, they will start healing the body. So even if you have other injuries, we will actually be doing a lot of this with a lot of technique, a lot of stretches that will come in between, helping each other, relaxing the body, countering the positions that we are doing. So because the whole asana sequence is already designed, Swamiji has designed it beautifully in that way, we will help you through the whole time. So if you want, you can do any warm-up that you want, but I assure you, you will not have any injuries, rather any injuries that you had earlier, like any kind of discomfort, you will walk out of all of that easily through the morning yoga. I can assure you of that. Wonderful. Yes. Any other doubts? I think we have 2 more minutes. We can probably take another question.
Nithyananda Maya, I'm Mikri from Kailasa, Los Angeles now.
Yes, ma.
When I do this yoga gestures and especially some of the little bit stretching more, I have a heart problem. I think that it's from that hyperthyroid problems. I really want to do it.
Understood. Ma, see, one thing, I understood. Don't worry. See, first thing I want to assure you, you will surely get a breakthrough, ma. Don't worry, okay? I want you to bring real awareness when we set the intention in the morning. That is a very, very powerful process. In fact, when all of us do it during this time, right, the Brahma Muhurta time, setting the intention is very important. And it's very powerful as well, because the intention that you set, you are not going to set an intention that I want to become like this. You are going to set an intention that you have become like this. Please understand, there's a difference. That you are going to visualize yourself already as the person who you want to be. Completely well built, healthy, flexible, your body being able to hold the powers of Paramashiva that Swamiji is initiating. That visualization early in the morning when you have, and after that, you doing it to your authentic capacity, to your maximum capacity, you will see that automatically you will walk out of these things. Do it to your maximum capacity. See, we will be showing different variations. Even when performing an asana, even if it is not the exact full way that we need to perform, we'll be showing different ways at different levels that each and every one of you can perform. Just perform it authentically to your capacity. I can assure you that you will easily walk out of this and you will have a breakthrough. Okay.
Next question, ma. Can I have next question? I don't know. When I started doing yoga here, I just keep levitating. Is it? Should I to allow my body to levitate during some kind of gestures?
Just allow your body to settle down in the position, ma. And the one major component of this would also be you bringing awareness and consciously holding your body. Okay, so when that happens, you can let it happen, and the rest of the time make sure that you are able to hold on to the position as long as possible. All right, I think there's one more question, but it's already 5 o'clock, ma. I'll be happy to take your question. Don't drop off, because it's also program time. We're going to be having these sessions every day. I'll be answering every one of you, and we are going to be having the next session is going to start shortly, but I will answer your question after I announce the next session. Okay, ma? From LA, I see one of you who is standing. I will take your question, and but I want to officially close this session as it's been 2 hours, so we can move to the next. The rest of the participants can continue. All right, let's all sit down. Sit in a comfortable position with your head, neck, and spine in a straight line. Head, neck, and spine in a straight line. Bring your hands in front of your heart in the Anjali Mudra. Palms together in front of your heart. Visualize Swamiji in your inner space. Let us offer our gratitude to Swamiji. Close our eyes and chant the Purna Mantra. Om Purnamadav Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Tat Sat. Sarvam Bhagavat Shri Nithyananda Paramashiva Padukarpanamastu. Om Nithyanandam. Thank you, everybody. We are now going to be having a 50-minute break. We are going to change our dress. We're going to have our breakfast and gather back for the next session by 9:50 a.m. Eastern Time. Thank you all. Let's join together once again tomorrow for the yoga session. Nithyanandam. Yes, Ma, one of the Ma's in LA. You had a question, Ma? You can ask now, or we can take the question tomorrow also.
Yes, thank you, Maharaj, for answering my question. It is very simple.
Yes, please, Ma, tell me.
It's not the first time that I have to practice yoga on a floor which is not really flat. And I would like to know how it is possible to compensate, because even if we do yoga on the beach or anywhere in nature, it's quite different to have a flat floor.
Exactly.
So what would you advise?
So,
just a question of oneness.
Perfect. Beautiful question, Ma, it is. Now, asana, when you perform, is bringing comfort into the position in whichever place you are. For example, many of these asanas we perform on top of the pole, which is Mallakamba, just at one point. So the surface doesn't matter. When we are able to hold the bandhas, the pranayamas, the positions, you being able to do it despite what the condition is outside, that is when you actually get comfortable with the position. So while we perform the asanas, our focus is going to be putting in that effort. Performing, see, this is tapas in our language, right? We are not going to go and do tapas like what we see what Swamiji has done in his Parivrajaka time. But this is the tapas that we need to do. Despite the conditions outside, you're going to make sure that you're bringing your body all the way as much as possible in the posture. You understanding, Ma?
Yeah, thank you very much, Aya. Thank you.
All right, wonderful. Thank you, Ma. Thank you, everybody. Let's take a break and let's come back for the next session at 9:50 a.m.
Nithyananda from Bolivia has a question, one last question. Nithyananda, can you hear
Yes,
me?
please go ahead. Bolivia team, go ahead, Ma.
Just one moment.
你好，老师。是这样，就是我在当时生孩子的时候，在产床上待了好几个小时，所以说我的胯部打开现在就非常费劲，因为那时候可能是受伤了，然后就后期现在我在做一些瑜伽动作的时候，每次牵扯到开胯的时候，尤其是我在坐在这儿双盘的时候，根本就盘不起来，而且我的右腿是直接下不去的，一直是坐着的时候都是翘着的。然后像我这种情况，会在练习当中会有所突破吗？或者我怎样能够缓解我这个开胯的这个情况
？My question is that when I was giving birth, it took me too long, a few hours. I was giving birth, so my inner thighs were injured. So now it's seriously affecting me to postures like Padmasana. I just cannot open inner thighs. So
understood, Ma. So just ask her to do it as comfortably as possible. There will be various different asanas that will supplement each asana. Like for performing the Padmasana itself, there will be other asanas which will open up the hips, open up the thighs, that will support her do the Padmasana. So do it as comfortably as possible, as much as possible. Various different asanas together will support you. All right, okay. Yes, I think if I take more questions after this, all of you will become late for your sessions. So let's make sure that we are quickly eating, changing our dress and coming back. We are going to have the rest of the next 29 days or probably 30 days together. So we'll take every one of your questions. Don't worry, we'll help you through it. Thank you, everybody. Nithyanandam.
Thank you so much. Please place your yoga mats here. Empty the Udrania water in the bucket and place it in the bowl. And dress code is traditional Indian attire. Okay, best always have a white sari, have a white sari with you. Be ready to wear that sari any day, every day. And no orange. in the temple Audinaman complex, please raise your hand if you can hear Sakala's voice. Please raise your hand if you can hear Sakala's voice. Okay. We can, there's very important to only the sannyasins are wearing orange kavi color, the two different kavi colors in the temple Audinam complex. So we kindly ask for you to refrain from wearing any kavi color when you are in the temple Audinam complex, not only here, but in all of the Kailasa temples and Audinams. Thank you so much. We are a lot of people. We can change in the Jnanalaya, where the library is. You can all go and change there. Thank you so much. One more thing. Sorry, guys. We do need to set up this hall for the next session. We'll announce that over there too. Means after yoga, we put the pillows in the front and the chairs, the rows of chairs.
have to keep it.
Yeah, we'll be having sessions here. We go today.
Can we put it?
We can.
Okay, we can.
We can start now.
शिवोऽहम्